Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's have a haul. Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Sugimura, translated by Philip Gabriel. 7 students find unusual common ground in this warm puzzle-like Japanese bestseller, laced with gentle fantasy and compassionate insight. Bullied to the point of dropping out of school, Kokoro's days blur together as she hides in her bedroom, unable to face her family or friends. As she spirals into despair, her mirror begins to shine. With a touch, Kokoro is pulled from her lonely life into a resplendent but bizarre fairy tale castle guarded by a strange girl in a wolf mask. 6 other students have been brought to the castle, and soon this marvelous refuge becomes their playground. The castle has a hidden room that can grant a single wish, but there are rules to be followed, and breaking them will have dire consequences. As Kokoro and her new acquaintances spend more time in their new sanctuary, they begin to unlock the castle's secrets and tentatively each other's. I wanted it because I wanted to read like something translated. Then I got Wings of Starlight by Alison Soft. The cover is gorgeous. Before she was the queen of Pixie Hollow, she was a young fairy who had to choose between duty and her heart. It's been centuries since a warm season fairy has crossed into the winter woods, and while most fear the legends of monsters lurking in the frozen lands, Clarion can't help being intrigued by winter's stoic beauty. However, under the watchful eyes of the current monarch and the court's seasonal ministers, Clarion has little time to dwell on daydreams, while the days to her coronation dwindle away. That is until reports of a monster crossing from winter into spring make their way to palace. Clarion sees defeating this threat as an opportunity to prove she's worthy of her new role. But instead of finding a monster at the edge of winter, she finds Milori, a young guardian of the winter woods. Together they form an unlikely bond as they race to save their lands. As their alliance warms to something more, they will discover there is a reason a warm season fairy and a winter fairy must not be together, and the cost could be just as deadly as the monster that prowled the winter woods. I always tell myself that I'm not a romance reader, but here's a big but. I used to watch the Tinkerbell movies, and I remember the one where Milori came out, and oh my god, that was one of my favorite movies of Tinkerbell, and I love them. I love Queen Clarion and Milori, and I always wanted to like see their story, and this is their story. So Dragon Ball Volume 1 by Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. The Monkey King. Before there was Dragon Ball Z, there was Akira Toriyama's action epic Dragon Ball, starring the younger version of Son Goku and all the other Dragon Ball Z heroes. Meet a naive young monkey-tailed boy named Goku, whose quiet life changes when he meets Bulma, a girl who is on a quest to collect 7 Dragon Balls. If she gathers them all, an incredible, powerful dragon will appear and grant her one wish. But the precious orbs are scattered all over the world, and Bulma needs Goku's help and his super strength. With a magic staff for a weapon and a flying cloud for a ride, Goku sets out on the adventure of a lifetime. These people raised me. When I was younger, there was a TV program that they will show anime shows, and it was Pokemon and Dragon Ball. And seeing this manga reminds me, like it reminds me of my childhood. The manga 1 The story by Masumi Kaneda and art by Ban Magami. This is the classic Transformers manga, now available in English for the first time. For eons, the Autobots and the Decepticons have been locked into a brutal civil war. The Autobots seek peace and coexistence, while the Decepticons seek power and control. Now humans are caught in the middle as the battle between these two mighty factions comes to Earth. In this collector's volume, the Autobots and their young friend Kenji must stand tall against the Decepticons in an interplanetary conflict. These classic stories are from the dawn of the Transformers, and this volume includes thrilling tales such as The Great Transformers War and Fight Super Robot Life Form Transformers, plus an extensive art gallery. This binder for my Pokemon cards. I never thought that I would be collecting Pokemon cards, and here we are. Like, I bought my first package for work, and now I have a bunch of them. I also found this Sleeping Flameon. It's so fuzzy and so soft. Lastly, I got the movie Grave of the Fireflies, a Studio Ghibli film directed by Isao Takahata. This is one of the Ghibli movies that I haven't seen yet. Like, I know it's going to make me cry. I almost every time cry with Studio Ghibli movies, and I still love them. And I have heard really good things about this movie. Again, I've heard that you're going to cry. When an American air raid kills their mother in the final days of World War II, 14-year-old Seita and his 4-year-old sister Setsuko are left to fend for themselves in the devastated Japanese countryside. After falling out with their only living relatives, Seita does his best to provide for himself and his sister by stealing food and making a home in an abandoned bomb shelter. But with food running short, the siblings can only cling to fleeting moments of happiness under harsh reality. Based on the personal accounts of survivor Giyuki Nosaga, Grave of the Fireflies is hailed as one of the most stunning contributions to animation and cinematic history, deftly depicting the beauty of the human spirit as well as its devastating cruelty. Grave of the Fireflies is a singular work of art from Academy Award-nominated director and Studio Ghibli co-founder Isao Takahata. Thank you for watching this video. I see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.